Hello, my YouTube family. This is your host, Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explained. Tonight, I have a hot topic. We're going to talk about how karma works for the narcissist, or basically, you know, what happens when a narcissist experiences karma, right? And recently, I've come to realize one thing is that when you live a life that's dirty, conniving, ratchet, um, you're not putting out anything positive for the sake of humanity, eventually that stuff catches up to you. So if you know some narcissists right now that are still alive and they're still doing the same old, being wicked and toxic and being shisty, just know that they have a specific time in their life where everything comes tumbling down. Pretty much the end of their lives, the end of the road for them, you know, because understand this. I'm just going to put this out there, and some people may not like it, some people may not want to hear it. There is a higher realm of entities, deities that lay down the law called the universal law, right? And one of the universal laws states that what you put out is what you receive back. Unfortunately, some people don't learn this early on, and by the time they do understand, it's too late, right? And this is why when it comes down to this life, I always preach that you should stay out of messy stuff. Don't get involved with low vibrational behaviors as much as possible, or don't do it at all, you know. And a lot of times when it comes down to fighting off low vibrational urges or the inkling to do something toxic, you are literally going against the grain of what most society does. Understand how big that is. You are literally going up against the grain of majority of the world and the mindset of people in the world, right? So therefore, spiritual things are going to happen to you. You will maybe get attacked. You'll have familiar spirits use different people around you to try to make your life miserable, all because you're going against the grain. You go to the job, they attack you because you're going up against the grain. They want the place to be toxic. They want to see you doing negative stuff so they can gossip and laugh at you and do all kinds of stuff. But when you're going up against the grain, you will undoubtedly be attacked from all angles. You will go through psychic attacks. You'll go through sometimes even physical attacks. You'll go through verbal attacks, self esteem attacks. These things happen. But see, when a narcissist experiences karma, you see, there's a thing called a tower moment where they had so many great things happening for them in terms of people uh bending to their will because some people just didn't have the spine to stand up to the narcissist and get away from them, right? um but when the tower moment happens, we're talking about great collapse, you know and I hate to say it, but there's a lot of folks out there. The reason why they're suffering is because of their nasty, vicious, negative attitude, their evil, wicked, dirty ways. You know, they'll do anything for the right price. You know, it was a story out of Chicago of a dude who hired a hitman to kill his mom so he can take all the money out of her bank account. And I think the hitman got paid like $3,500 to take away a life. You know, you cannot have a good outcome doing some crazy stuff like that, ignorant stuff like that, right? But that's the problem with a lot of folks. And another thing that happens when you're dealing with karma is when a narcissist, after a crime is done from a narcissist, they'll sit back and they'll think, but the front is right, the front, because they're gonna put up a front. I don't give a damn. I like being who I am. I'm still gonna do me. I know I'm sadistic. I don't care. I'll do it over and over and over again. But here's the thing: they don't have any peace mentally, because when you put out a lot of dirty stuff, evil, nasty, wicked stuff, you try to set somebody up to get killed, you rob from somebody, you attack the innocent. They may act like, yeah, I don't care. I'm me. I don't care. I'm big dog. I'm big, big, big me. You know what I'm saying? Big dog. I don't give a damn. Like I'm big and bad. But the moment they sitting alone, wherever they at night, and they're forced to think in silence, a heavy wave of shame and guilt takes over them. I'm talking about they can't sleep. You get to sleep. See, when you live a life that's righteous, pure, you didn't get involved with some messy stuff, and you kept your integrity intact, you get to go to sleep at night peacefully because you ain't worried about some stuff you done did. Especially if you're a chosen one, especially if you're an empath, you don't like to feel like you did some messed up stuff. It's too overwhelming. Like you think about it a lot. But you think the narcissists don't experience that too? It's just that they try to put up a big front like they big and bad, big tough guy, big tough girl. Like, yeah, who gonna check them? Just because they tall and this and that, and they probably got muscles, or just because they known to be uh, crazy, they might pull out a knife on somebody. It does not mean that they are invincible to the spiritual realm. Does not mean that they're invincible to shame, guilt, because when you're dealing with emotions is an internal issue. Like I said before, when you have done no wrong, you can sleep peacefully at night. You can die peacefully because you lived your life righteously. You lived your life fair. You didn't do dirt all your life. You poured positivity. Them, they poured out negativity. A lot of times they be so scared that at night they can see their death flashing before their eyes. Did you know that? It's as if they be knowing how they're gonna die. You know, they know it's gonna catch up to them in some kind of way, and this is what they're super, super afraid of. But they can't run from it. Once the dirt is done, the dirt is done, and they have to collect that back. You know, they don't have any peace, y'all. That's worse. To live in existence where there's no peace internally is hellish, because you put out some dirty, nasty, wicked energy towards innocent people. And there's people in power that attack innocent people every day, but people look at them and say, damn, nothing really happens to them. Yeah, because the karma that's coming for them is going to come directly from the universe. We're talking about the Galactic Federation, Ashtar Command. These entities in these higher realms, they've been planning and waiting for their attack to destroy this army of the wicked. You understand? It's coming, and it's going to affect a lot of people. But in the meantime, chosen ones, continue to do the right thing. Continue to stay in your peace. Stay in your righteousness. Stay in your balance. Continue to do your routines every day. And also continue to pray and meditate every day. Exercise when you can, or exercise every day. If you love it that much, hey, I say go for it. But just know you get to sleep at night. They don't get to sleep at night. They're not asleep right now. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about all the other people they crossed along the way. You best believe. Shoot, they're having visions of their death flashing before their eyes, so they can't sleep. They're having nightmares of things happening to them. Sometimes they'll have nightmares of you killing them yourself. Like, damn, this person might come back and try to kill me. And you ain't even stunning them. You're not that kind of person. You don't want blood on your hands, right? There's already blood on their hands because they try to set people up. They try to set people up to get killed. They try to set people up so many different ways, man. They shisty, they dirty, and this is why evil things are going to happen to them. Crazy things are going to happen to them. All right. I love you.